Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. And I'm Father Steve Sellers, and this is a brief daily message of hope. Today I'm out and around saying goodbye to two of my doctors who have finally released me to go about my regular way after two surgeries on my right foot back in late October and early November. I've been pronounced healed now, so I don't have to see these two doctors again for a while, and then I can wear regular shoes, and I'm free to go about my regular business, and I'm just thankful to God for that. One of the things that brings great joy to my heart is reading the stories of the wonderful saints on the church calendar. And today we have the patron saint of patroness of Sudan, Josephine Bakhita, who's an extraordinary woman, born in 1869 to a fairly wealthy family in Darfur, western Sudan. And by the time she was 6 or 7 years old, she was kidnapped into a life as a slave. And during her young years, she wound up with 4 or 5 different masters who bought her and traded her into slavery and mistreated her horribly, even at one point disfiguring her body with wounds and tattoos and sores and scars. But one of her owners wound up taking her to Italy. And it was there that when she was, I think it was about 1894 and 1895, she wound up spending some time with the Canossian sisters and wound up becoming a sister herself. She took her final vows as a religious sister in 1898, I believe it was. And after all she went through, the things that people remembered most about her were her cheerfulness and her joy. Sister Josephine, they said, radiated the joy of the Lord. And she had a grateful heart, and she even, in some of the things that have survived that she wrote, praising God for the experiences she had as a slave, because it was that torture and that pain that led her to come into contact with the indescribable beauty and joy and wonder of the faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. And she was a witness of God's joy through the rest of her life. She died in 1947. The last few years of her life were quite painful, and she often mistook where she was in the fevered state of her mind as being back in bondage in slavery, and even said to the sisters, said, please loosen my chains, they're too tight. But the last words she said were on a Saturday when she said, oh my lady, it is all wonderful. And she died in the arms of the Lord, and is now remembered on the calendar as a witness to joy. What an amazing thing to witness, flowing from us to others, other than the joy of the Lord. So we remember Saint Josephine Bakhita today on the calendar, and we remember her witness to joy. And God help us to be joyful witnesses of your love too. God bless you, and God willing, I will see you here again tomorrow with Dot.